That's the least you could do.
Be a man about the situation.
We have no money.
She's a player. She's unpredictable.
And I start messing with another guy.
You was making something up.
She used me for a place to
I
stay.
can't come nowhere pregnant.
Where's this other possible father?
He said he don't believe in condoms.
Because he had 2 girlfriends.
Gave you the justification to cheat.
That the only reason why he wants the visitation is to claim her on his taxes.
Baby's got more sense than the mama and the daddy.
We've got a real doozy for you today, folks. Get ready to witness 5 moments when Judge Lauren Lake completely loses it. We've got Miss Foster and Mr. Jackson here, and boy, are they in for a ride. Miss Foster claims that Mr. Jackson is the father of her 1-year-old daughter, Jakia, but Mr. Jackson is not having it. He's denying paternity left and right. The tension is already thick in the courtroom, and we're just getting started.
Miss Foster, you claim you and your ex-boyfriend planned your pregnancy only to have him abandon you and deny paternity. You are here to prove that he is your daughter, Jakia's biological father. You want him to step up and take care of his daughter. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, you say Miss Foster cheated on you multiple times during your relationship.
Now get this, folks. Miss Foster starts off by claiming that she and Mr. Jackson planned this pregnancy together. Oh, but wait, there's a little twist. She also admits to sleeping with another guy, Marquise, around the same time. Yikes, this love triangle is turning into a full-blown soap opera.
Ma'am, Your Honor, this relationship started through social media. We found each other through Facebook.
Social media, I should have known. No wonder we talking about social media. Okay, go ahead.
We found each other through social media, so we had a mutual friend. They vouched for him, said he was a good person, so we jumped into a relationship. I had my first child, and he did come bring us to his mother's house, but he was claiming my first child knowing she wasn't his baby.
And just when you think it can't get any crazier, Miss Foster drops a bombshell. She reveals that the guy she claimed was her brother, who used to drop off the baby, was actually the guy she was sleeping with. Can you believe it? Talk about a family affair.
I want to be his baby's mother, because I'm the best mother in the world. That's why he said it.
Actually,
Facts.
no.
Facts, Your Honor.
No.
I am the best mother in the world. If he can't say anything,
having
he
sex
hasn't
on
even
it
stepped
and
up
all.
to be even a
But
stepdad.
the man that she had dropping her off at my house, claiming was her brother, was the dude she was sleeping with.
Correct, Your Honor. It definitely
And
was.
basically what the story was, she already came to my house pregnant by her so-called brother.
But hold on, folks, because Mr. Jackson isn't backing down. He's throwing some serious shade at Miss Foster, accusing her of using him for a place to stay. Ouch. The drama is reaching new heights, and we're only a few minutes into this episode.
I went to go continue doing me with the Marquise gentleman that could be the alleged father as well. I was sleeping with both guys, and I mean, you had 2 girlfriends, well, I can't have 2 boyfriends.
I called.
Oh, and you said it's my brother.
Sure did. Yes, Your Honor.
Right, which I used to call him my friend, but
Well,
first they denying it, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, kick him out.
Wait, so you think you in a relationship, but she's sleeping with your friend?
Yes,
Now things start to heat up as Miss Foster confidently declares that she is the best mother in the world. Oh girl, you better back that up. But wait, Mr. Jackson fires back, claiming that she hasn't let him see the baby because of his new girlfriend. Uh-oh, tensions are running high and Judge Lauren Lake is about to step in.
somebody
get back
else,
cool for
me
some
and my
reason.
baby stayed. That's just what it was.
So, Miss Foster, I want you to take me to the day you found out you were pregnant.
I fell to the floor. I did 3 rolls around the floor in the doctor's office because I wasn't having no kids if I'm finna be a single mother to 2 children by myself. I'm 20. It's not happening. So, at that point, I told Marquise because Marquise was there.
Marquise is the brother
Yeah.
who wasn't a brother.
Yeah.
And here she comes, folks. Judge Lake is not playing around today. She's giving Miss Foster and Mr. Jackson a reality check. She reminds them that making a baby is the easy part, but being a responsible parent is a whole different ballgame. Preach, Judge Lake.
Your girlfriend is not your advocate. She doesn't have to be that. You should already have Jakia on your mind if this is a possibility that this child is yours. But I see what's happening, just like I told you before. Both of you all, y'all can talk. And I mean, look, it's entertaining. The problem is, a baby's life ain't no show.
Okay.
It's a real life.
But wait, it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. The DNA test results are in. Will Mr. Jackson be proven to be the father, or will Miss Foster have to go back to the drawing board? The suspense is killing us.
Mr. Jackson, you are not the father. What's funny?
I heard that. It was kind of like, ooh. That's why I laughed.
All right, folks, let's dive right into the chaos. In this episode, we meet Miss Currington, a young woman who claims that Mr. Kim Larsson is the father of her 5-month-old daughter, Kyora. But hold on tight, because Mr. Larsson is not buying it. He's got some serious doubts and thinks Miss Currington is just after his money.
And you claim during a torrid older-younger love affair, the defendant fathered your 5-month-old daughter, Kyora. Once today's results prove he is the father, you want him to stop denying and take full responsibility. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kim Larsson, you and your daughter say that the plaintiff may be young, but is a known playgirl.
Miss Currington takes the stand, ready to fight for the truth and prove that Mr. Larsson is the father of little Kyora. She's determined to make him take responsibility and put an end to his denials. Take your shot, girl.
And we kept trying and trying and trying.
And now that the baby's here, he denies the baby.
Yes, because I'm in another relationship.
Oh, Mr. Kim Larsson, you deny this baby. You say this baby's not yours.
Yes, Honor. I can explain that to you. She's a player. She's unpredictable. She played a game with my emotion. She plotted.
Oh, you say she plotted.
Yes.
And here comes Mr. Larsson, looking all confident like he's got the world figured out. He's denying left and right, claiming that Miss Currington is nothing but a playgirl trying to trap him for his cash. Oh, things are getting real, folks.
I know these types of women. They prey on men like this, like kind-hearted, very openly, and she took advantage of my dad. We don't even know if it's, if that's my dad's baby because she be messing around in the streets. So how are we supposed to know for sure if that's my dad's baby or not? So that's why we here.
Now hold on to your seats because Mr. Larsson's daughter, Ms. Larsson, is about to spill some tea. She believes Mr. Larsson is not the father and accuses Miss Currington of being a wild child who can't be trusted. Ooh, the tension is building.
Because you won't let my dad see her.
First off, he don't want to.
You keep.
He ain't even take care of you.
Messages up, but you was like something about you just trying to get my dad on child support. Period.
Because he's not doing nothing.
Because
what
you
you
keep
expect?
taking her away. How is he supposed to do something?
Because I live
when
in
he
another
can't
state.
travel all the way to Chicago all the time?
Okay.
Y'all need an agreement or something,
He's the
right?
one with the car, not me.
Oh, well, then that's your problem then.
Oh, the courtroom is heating up, folks. Miss Currington is not backing down, presenting her evidence and demanding a paternity test. She's got the receipts, and she's ready to prove Mr. Larsson wrong. You show him, girl.
Acting
Rude.
rude.
Out of control.
Yeah.
And so you didn't ever sign the birth certificate?
No.
So since the baby's been born, do you have a relationship with Kyora, Mr. Kim Larsson?
No, because he don't want to be around a person I'm with now. He figured he should take care of her instead of him.
Well, are you taking care of her?
I still doubtful, but I still send her money to help her out.
But wait, there's more. Mr. Larsson drops a bombshell, claiming that Miss Currington had a one-night stand with someone else while they were together. Oh, the plot thickens. Could it be that Mr. Larsson is not the father after all?
To help with Kyora.
No.
So, Mr. Kim Larsson, are you still in love with Miss Currington?
Yes.
Yes.
And you really want to be back together with her?
Yes. And if I don't go back to him, he's not going to do for her. Ain't that what your exact words was?
Not true, Honor.
I have to be with him in order for him to want to take care of her.
Judge Lauren Lake is trying her best to keep the peace, but the tension is palpable. She's had enough of the back and forth, and she's about to show them who's boss. Brace yourselves, folks, because Judge Lauren Lake is about to lose her patience.
And you have no doubts, though, that Mr. Kim Larsson is Kyora's biological father? All right. This is very interesting.
A mess.
Very.
Yeah, I'm being kind to say interesting because I feel like, Mr. Larsson, you do understand you're dating a young woman that's younger than your daughter.
Plenty of them. I'm not the only one.
I believe you.
Oh boy, things are getting intense in the courtroom. Judge Lauren Lake is giving them the, business stare. She was done with their bickering, and she's not afraid to let them know. You better watch out, Mr. Larsson and Miss Currington.
Listening to this whole MO, I believe you. And you sitting up, perched up, Mr. Larsson, for a young girl who's looking for a man to take care of them, and you offering it all up and they taking it.
Laugh now, cry later.
Laugh now, cry later.
That's what she says.
No, what I found interesting was it was laugh now, cry later, but since this courtroom is all about the child, I took that a little further.
The drama is reaching its peak, folks. Judge Lauren Lake is laying down the law, demanding respect and cooperation. She's not here for their games, and she's ready to get to the truth. You better listen up, Mr. Larsson and Miss Currington.
But Kaora's the one really crying because she's 5 months old and she's lived for 5 months without the certainty of a father where this man is denying her and you all back and forth in an unnecessary tit for tat. So yeah, it's laugh now, cry later, and the babies cry. That's why we're here to protect them. And I have these results, and it's time that we get them for Kaora.
Listen up, Mr. Larsson and Miss Currington. The tension is unbearable, folks. Judge Lauren Lake is about to reveal the DNA results, but not before giving them a piece of her mind. Will Mr. Larsson be proven right, or will Miss Currington get the validation she's been seeking? The suspense is killing us. What will Judge Lauren Lake say? We can't wait to find out.
Mr. Kim Larsson, you are the father.
Dad, no.
We've got Mr. Taylor, who's hoping against hope that he's the father, and Miss Jackson, who's been flip-flopping like a fish out of water. And here they come, folks. Mr. Taylor, looking like he's about to burst with anticipation, and Miss Jackson, who's got that "I'm about to drop a bombshell" look on her face.
Mr. Taylor, you say your fiance, Miss Jackson, dropped a bombshell on you when she was 9 months pregnant and told you that you may not be her child's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
She later changed her mind and said you are Raymond's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
And while you're hoping he's yours, you're here today to prove that Raymond is not your biological child.
No.
Judge Lake wastes no time diving into the heart of the matter. She wants to know why Miss Jackson dropped the bombshell on Mr. Taylor when she was 9 months pregnant. Talk about a last-minute plot twist.
I want to understand this clearly. You're 9 months now. You didn't find out she was even pregnant.
I found out she was pregnant, but I thought it was by me.
At the 9-month mark is when you learn about Mr. Green.
Yeah, officially.
When does she change and flip the script and say, now it's Mr. Green's?
I got incarcerated for driving without a license, and I was only locked up for like a day. And then I got out of jail and went to go see her, and that's what she told me about.
Mr. Taylor is pouring his heart out, folks. He's been there since day one, raising the child, clothing the child, doing everything for this kid. But now, he's facing the possibility that Raymond might not be his biological child. The stakes are high, my friends.
I get Ryan the whole time to be with her. Be with me. I wonder, can I name the baby after you? I put this on my daughter, man. She had a Magic Jack app on her phone. When you on Wi-Fi, you could text people. She was texting him. She was asking, can I name the baby after you?
Who is she texting?
Mr. Green. Can I name the baby after you? This, that, and the third. Mr. Green saying, no, won't want no parts. And then when I come around.
Uh-oh, here comes the juicy part. Miss Jackson admits to having an affair with Mr. Green during the window of conception. Talk about a steamy love triangle. But now she's here to prove to Mr. Taylor that he's the father. Can she handle the truth?
Did have a sexual relationship with Miss Jackson.
Yes,
Am
ma'am.
I correct?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
What was the nature of that relationship?
I guess I met her in the shelter, and she when I met her, she told me that he had left her for a rap career in Atlanta, just left and didn't want nothing to do with her, had nothing to do with her, didn't want to take care of the kids. So I'm sitting there and I feel bad. Right? So I sit there, I feel bad. She got 2 kids. So I sat there and I felt bad. We vibed, and then I was going through stuff with my baby mom at that time.
And here he comes, folks. Mr. Green, the other man in the equation. Will he be the one to shatter Mr. Taylor's dreams of fatherhood? This courtroom is about to explode with tension. Judge Lake is doing her best to keep this courtroom from turning into a full-blown Jerry Springer show. She's the voice of reason in this sea of drama. And boy, does she have her work cut out for her today.
You move in with Mr. Green.
Yes, Your Honor.
At what point do you go back to Mr. Taylor?
When he dropped her.
No, he didn't drop me. I left.
When he dropped her.
No, I left.
When he dropped her.
So wait a minute, Mr. Green, is that, how you know the story? From the text
too much
you saw it
clues.
on the phone?
No, too much clues. I'm an intelligent person, Your Honor. Too many clues. Too many clues. Everything I'm saying is
Your Honor, this man thinks he's the smartest man in the world.
Just like this child ain't mine.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for, folks. The DNA test results are in, and the truth is about to be revealed. Will Mr. Taylor be walking out of this courtroom a single man? Or will he finally get the confirmation he's been hoping for? There's a lot at stake here, and the tension couldn't be more palpable.
His biological father is Mr. Green.
I figured. That's fine.
Now in this case, we've got Miss Miller and Mr. Rasmussen going head-to-head over the paternity of their adorable 3-year-old daughter, Zaylee. But hold on to your seats, folks, because things are about to get heated.
You're here to prove to your ex-boyfriend, Scotty Rasmussen, that he is not the father of your 3-year-old daughter, Zaylee Rasmussen.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim you've been in an ongoing court battle over custody and have petitioned the court several times for a DNA test, all of which have been denied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Rasmussen, you claim the real reason Ms. Miller is denying you're Zaylee's father is because she hates you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Miller is convinced that Mr. Rasmussen is not the father of little Zaylee. She claims that he cheated on her throughout their relationship and that she was even seeing someone else around the time of conception.
Doesn't have any way to bring her to me. She doesn't have any way to meet me halfway.
You say she hates you? Why does she hate you?
She hates me because at the end of the relationship, when things got rocky, I'll admit it, I did go to another woman. I'll be the first to admit that. You know, it was my mistake.
Is that true, Miss Miller?
No.
It's not?
No.
Tell me
not
what
at all.
you believe to be true in this situation.
But get this, folks. Miss Miller didn't spill the beans about the possibility of another father until 5 or 6 months after Zaylee was born. Talk about keeping a secret. She was playing the long game.
I want my visitation because my daughter means the world to me. I want to be in her life as much as I possibly can.
I mean, if he's driving 160 miles each way every other weekend, the money he would get in his taxes, he's spending in gas.
I'm paying my child support. I have my child support payments right here, plus an additional $3 fee, plus an additional $60 annual fee.
Judge Lake can't believe her ears. She's giving Miss Miller the most bombastic side eye in history. And honestly, we don't blame her. This is some next-level drama. The longer this case went on, the more guilty Ms. Myler was looking.
And she is not in diapers, she is in pull-ups, she is in training right now. She is having problems.
She is.
But what he's saying, Miss Miller, is it's clearly not about money if he's paying his child support. And he also spends money coming to see her. What is this really about for you? Why is it you don't want him involved in this child's life?
Because I still believe that he is not hers.
Mr. Rasmussen, on the other hand, is fighting tooth and nail to prove that he is Zaylee's biological father. He's been there from the very beginning, signing the birth certificate and even paying child support. He's a man on a mission.
On the birth certificate.
Yep, I was at.
You're at the birth?
I was at the birth. I was at every single doctor's appointment. When Zaylee was born, you were at a doctor's appointment. I was at home because I had to work that day. I was at my job as a cashier. I got a phone call and I answered it. They said she was going into labor. I said okay. I hung up the phone. I quickly finished up as fast as I could with that particular customer. I turned off my checkout light. Told the.
And folks, get a load of this. Mr. Rasmussen brings out the big guns with some photo evidence. He's comparing baby pictures of himself to Zaylee, claiming they have the same chin and dimples. Could it be a match made in DNA heaven?
She looks exactly like I did when I was 3 years old. I have a picture of me when I was 3 and a picture of her from just the other day.
Let me see that. Will you hand that to me, Jerome?
Believe it or not, when I was 3 years old, I had blonde hair.
And so this is a picture of Zaylee on the left and you, as a child, Mr. Rasmussen, on the right.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And you say you see a distinct similarity.
Yes, I do.
Do you see it, Ms. Miller?
But before we get to the big reveal, let's talk about the tension in that courtroom. Judge Lake is known for her no-nonsense attitude, and she's not about to let anyone disrespect the process. Brace yourselves, folks, because things are about to get real.
In the car and pay the child support and everything. We try to do as much as I try to do as much as I can with her, whether it be something as little as, you know, going to the park or going fishing or going to an amusement attraction. You know, every little memory at that age, means more than anybody can possibly fathom. And I just try to make the absolute best out of what I can with what I have.
The tension is palpable as the DNA test results are about to be revealed. Will Mr. Rasmussen's hopes be shattered, or will he finally get the confirmation he's been waiting for? I can hardly contain myself.
Mr. Ras, you are not the father. Miss Miller.
Be respectful.
I'm sorry.
Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's dive right into this next wild case. It's Morris versus Thorp, and it has more twists and turns. We're introduced to Mr. Morris, who claims that he is the father of one twin and not the other. Can you believe that? Twins with 2 different fathers? This is gonna be good.
Say, certain facts have come to light that make you believe that you fathered one of Miss Thorp's twins and not the other. You claim a botched home DNA test separated you from your daughter, London, and you intend to rectify that issue today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Thorp, you say Mr. Morris's claim is ridiculous.
So, Mr. Morris starts off by telling the court that he was originally led to believe that both twins were his. But then, certain circumstances made him doubt the paternity of both children. Oh boy. Here we go.
That different things happened that made me believe just London was.
We've examined this issue completely in this courtroom, and we do know it's possible for a man to be the father of one of two fraternal twins. So we do understand that. And that's basically what you're claiming today.
Yes, ma'am.
Twins with two different fathers. Now that would be shocking. Please take me back now.
Now, Miss Thorp, on the other hand, is not having any of it. She firmly believes that Mr. Morris is the father of both twins, Paris and London, and she's not afraid to let him know that his claim is ridiculous. This is about to get heated.
Already intimate with Mr. Morris.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you went into the tit for tat. If he don't want me, I'll go be with somebody else. He's with somebody else, I'll go get somebody else.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you keep having sex with Mr. Morris?
I did. Yes, Your Honor.
So, Miss Thorp, at some point you find out you're pregnant. Take me to that day.
I went to the doctor for like just a regular checkup.
But wait, it gets even crazier. Miss Thorp admits that she was seeing another guy at the time she was involved with Mr. Morris. Talk about a love triangle, and to make matters worse, she got pregnant by both of them. What a hot mess.
Happy, like I went all out. I bought two of everything. It cost a lot. It was bassinets here, strollers there, car seats. Moved her into a family member house during her pregnancy. Try to make her as comfortable as possible. She hungry every day. I gotta feed her.
That's the least you could do.
So Miss Thorp finds out she's pregnant, and Mr. Morris is over the moon with joy. He goes all out, buying baby stuff and even moving her into a family member's house to make her comfortable. But then, out of the blue, Mr. Morris decides to take a DNA test behind Miss Thorp's back. Oh no, he didn't.
There, I was picking out baby names, you know, just ready for the whole ordeal.
You were there?
Yeah.
Were you there for the birth?
Yes, ma'am. I was the first one to get to see him and hold him. She was in a lot of pain, and they was in an NICU unit. It was only 3 pounds, but it was amazing though. It was. Spent the next couple months inside the hospital. I was there every moment, every day. Outside of work, I was there.
And guess what? The DIY test comes back with a 0% probability of Mr. Morris being the father. Yikes. But hold up, drama lovers, because it turns out Mr. Morris didn't even do the test properly. What a plot twist. Instead of testing both twins, he only tested one. And to make matters worse, he used the wrong DNA samples. What a huge mistake.
Well, of course, she didn't know, so I swabbed myself, Paris, and then I used the one for the mother on the other child.
Your Honor, he told me he don't even know which child he swabbed.
No, I don't know which child ended up being tested because they only tested one. I called the DNA place after and I kind of explained the situation.
So Mr. Morris confronts Miss Thorp with the results and all hell breaks loose. He goes on a social media rampage, posting about how the twins are not his. Talk about airing your dirty laundry for the world to see. Judge Lauren Lake is not going to be happy about this.
No, Your Honor, I was at work at the time. He actually texted me and told me that DNA test came back and that the twins were not his. At the time, I didn't respond automatically because, like I said, I was at work. So he ended up getting very upset and ended up posting it all over social media and telling everybody. He posted all over social media and told everybody that the DNA test came back and that the kids were not his.
Fast forward 18 months, and Mr. Morris decides to reach out to Miss Thorp again. He starts having doubts about the DNA test and wants to be involved in the twins' lives. But here's the kicker, guys. Miss Thorp isn't even sure if Mr. Morris is the father. Can you believe it?
Honestly, was asking around about how they was doing or what they was looking like. Family members and friends started to say, "You sure they're not yours?" And I had got sent a picture of my youngest daughter now, and it was side by side with London. I feel like they look just alike. They the same age.
Oh, you had two women pregnant at the same time?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the DNA results. Both twins have been tested, and the tension in the courtroom is insane. Will Mr. Morris be the father of one twin and not the other? Or will he be the father of both? The suspense is killing us. Let's find out.
Mr. Morris, you are not the father. Mr. Morris, you are not the father.